Hello and welcome to the December company update. This is David Chapin, and I look forward to giving you a few pieces of news. One of them is fairly exciting. Let's just start with that. This year, we are going to have another bonus holiday. Maybe you remember back on July 5th, we gave that day off with pay to everybody who worked that week. So they could celebrate the nation's independence for an extra day. This year on Christmas Eve, we are also going to declare it a holiday because Christmas happens to fall on a Wednesday. And so it's kind of awkward to get to your Christmas plans all accomplished in one day. So we will be giving a extra paid holiday for that week. We realize that for some people, they might have to take it at a different time than Christmas Eve. So you get 16 hours of paid holiday that week. So I can't carry it to another week, but you certainly can use it inside of the week of Christmas. So work out with your supervisor when your job site or your office might need you to get your work done. But bonus holiday, the week of Christmas, and of course, that is tied to Christmas. So the birth of our Lord and Savior. Other news is it has been 6 months since our last recordable injury. That is certainly worth celebrating and an achievement. If we can make it 6 months, we can make it a year. So continue to look out in your surroundings and your work area to make sure that you are being as safe as possible and the people around you are also being safe. Historically, December has been the least safe month at Wilmer Electric, and so be extra cautious in December and any of the winter months because they tend to present the most risks given the part of the country that we live in. It is notable that in the fall here, we picked up lots of work in all of our regions, some major projects in each place. So we are looking forward to a very busy 2025. We continue to go looking for projects in the estimating department as winter turns into spring and turns into summer. We plan to stay busy and active and looking forward to working on some great things. So Merry Christmas. Have a great December. Remember to stop and take the time to reflect on a great year for 2024. Make some good plans for 2025 and celebrate Christmas and all that it is. Have a good month.
Hi, and welcome to the December employee update. And so this month, we will have our anniversaries for December, new hires for November, and then a few other things that I wanted to cover just to make sure everybody has their end of the year things in order like I said, for the end of the year. So let's start with our new hires in November. We had one new hire in November, Manuel Cruz. On November 4th, was rehired. Manuel has been here before. He is a journeyman in the Lawton, Oklahoma area. So welcome back, Manuel. We're excited to have you. And we look forward to a long, prosperous career here again at Wilmer Electric. For anniversaries in December, we have Shane Kirkham on December 6th. Will be here 5 years. And Dylan Imig on December 7th will be here 4 years. Both Shane and Dylan are in the Lawton, Oklahoma area. Shane now just became a journeyman and Dylan is an apprentice. Clayton or CJ Chemnitz will be here 7 years on December 11th. And CJ is a journeyman in Nebraska. We have Jordan Harrison, who on December 12th will be here 2 years. And Jordan works in the accounting department and she's based out of Nebraska. Bev Dresser will be here 6 years on December 17th. And Bev works in operations support. And she's based out of Minnesota. Brandon Lee on December 29th will be here 16 years. And Brandon works in accounting and he is based out of Nebraska as well. And then we have Jeremy Nelson, who on December 31st will be here 2 years. And Jeremy is a journeyman in Nebraska. And this is Jeremy's second time around here at Wilmer Electric. So congratulations and thank you for all the work that you do for those who have anniversaries in December. So a couple of things to remind you of. Just know that the open enrollment for benefits closes here on December 2nd, Monday here, December 2nd. Your health insurance increased or your adjusted premiums will take effect on December 6th. If you were currently enrolled in the current plan year and you're enrolled in the new plan year. If you are a new enrollee, you will potentially see that happening on the following week on December 13th. And we just finished up celebrating our apprentices during National Apprentice Week last week. So thanks to all of our apprentices, and we continue to walk that journey with you and continue to want to help you gain your journeyman's license. And then just a reminder that tool reimbursement will end for this year on December 31st. And we'll start over on January 1st. So if you haven't used all of your tool reimbursement, please make sure that you do that and get your receipts into Sarah. And then finally, the last thing I wanted to highlight would be the employee portal register. If you have not done so, please go on to the employee portal and register. If you don't have that email any longer, please send me an email or contact me and I can send that to you. We want to make sure that you get registered so you can update your t-shirt size if you want to do that, so you can update your W-4s if you want to choose to do something like that. Also, so you can update your address for the new year if you've moved or anything like that. So please make sure that you are going on and doing that. If you have other questions, feel free to give me a call. Thanks and have a great day. We'd also like to highlight here at the end of the year for our final video for December are those individuals who have passed their journeyman's license, which is always such an exciting time for us here at Willmar Electric. And so we had 6 people pass the journeyman exam who have attended our our apprenticeship classes, starting at varying degrees or varying levels depending upon when they came in to Willmar Electric. And so 6 passed. We have 5 that continue to be with us. So we're excited that you continue to be here. So let's go through who these happen to be. We have Dylan Vaughn, who was in Oklahoma, who passed on March 11th. We had Tyler Bordeaux, who is in Nebraska, who passed on March 14th. And then on July 29th, Hugh Tron passed, and he is in Nebraska. And on October 9th, Matt Curio, who is also in Nebraska, passed. And on, November 8th, Bryce Posniak passed, and he is in Oklahoma. And finally here on November 21st, Shane Kirkham, who is also based out of Oklahoma. So congratulations to all those individuals passing their journeyman exam. And we're very excited to have new journeymen here at Willmar Electric. And we look forward to celebrating with all the next people who in this next year will be able to pass their exam as well. Have a great rest of your day.
Hey everybody, welcome to the December company update. Just gonna go through a couple of notes here and run through our projects, projects we're working on, projects upcoming, some projects we're bidding, and just kind of give you guys an update on where we sit. So first we'll start off with safety. We've got 180 days without an injury. So as always, keep you up on the PPE, high vis, glasses, gloves, make sure that we've got those on at all time. If there's anything that doesn't seem safe, or you're working on a task that you think should be done differently or is unsafe, please let somebody know so that we can make the changes that need to be made. We want to make sure that safety comes before everything. Just to kind of circle back on an item we talked about last month, but if you miss a safety meeting on Monday, you need to make sure that you go back in and you complete that. You can find all of the weekly safety meetings in the safety folder on Procore, and it can be accessed by anyone at any time. So if you're gone Monday and you missed a meeting, please make sure that we're going back in and we're getting that completed and pushed through. All that being said, like I said, 180 days without an injury. It's good job. Keep up the good work. We appreciate it. So moving on to just project, kind of give you guys an update on what we're currently working on and just kind of what the future looks like for us here in the Central Region. So for current workload, we are busy, as you guys know, at UNO Westbrook and Residence Inn. Bulk of our manpower is going to be there. The NDCS Phase 3 is kind of slowly getting started. We would hope to have had more people out there, but just kept getting pushed back. But looks like underground and some block work roughing is going to be happening here relatively soon. So hopefully that project ramps up here in the next coming months. Still working at UNL College of Dentistry. Just here in the last month, we started out at the LES J Street MCC replacement, riggins out there. And then probably touching this last month, but we are completely done with the Nebraska State Pen project. Outside of that, Lee continues to work on and service some sports lighting projects there at some schools around town. So that kind of is a brief overview of our current workload. As we look into the future and what's to come for new work, the Pershing Apartments is kind of a big project on the horizon for us. It still is getting a slow start, so we're hoping first of the year as we get into January, February, we start manning up out there. The Dome Performing Arts project out there in Crete is now under contract. Just found out Samson's getting a trailer out there, so probably still a decent ways out, but that's a pretty big job on the horizon. We're doing a fire alarm replacement at Tecumseh, I believe, hopefully getting guys out there soon. And then here recently, we got awarded, Interstate is doing some work at an AGP soy plant out in David City, and they subbed out some of the work to us. So that's looking like the December to the spring timeframe for a good amount of work out in David City. Also out at Firethorn here in South Lincoln, there's a dental clinic. It's called Eden Property. That is under contract now. We're hoping to get going out there soon. I think they just started dirt work though, so we're probably a couple weeks out. And then right across the street from that is a True North office building. It's a local home builder. They're building an office right across the street, so we're hopeful to get that job too, to have two projects there right side by side that we can work on. So those are some projects upcoming. On top of that, some jobs we haven't been awarded yet but are hopeful on is the Cedarhurst Senior Living. That's a 84-bed, 2-story assisted living kind of in South Lincoln. Last I heard, they're trying to get it in budget. The electrical was a little bit out the park, but hearing good things. So hopefully that's something that we'll get awarded. That would start in May. And then Eastmont Towers, I probably should have put this in new work. We're hopefully going to get going on this, but there's some additional work. This is that assisted living off O Street, but there's some renovation work that we're going to get rolling on. And then we're actually looking at bidding some more work out there too, some other phases that they want us to look at, which brings us into the bidding work. UNL, USDA Greenhouse on Innovation Campus. I think we talked about this last month. That's still on our bid list. Like I said, we're looking at some more work at Eastmont Towers. We're budgeting some work at the Cloisters on Platte. Some of you remember that was a job we did a few years back. There's a powder coating place in Waverly, Hot Cotty 751. That's on the bid list. And then just some smaller projects, UNL grass practice fields and Horizon Retail shell building. So a lot of work on the horizon that we're excited about. Just need some of these projects to get going so we can get manpower out there. So appreciate you guys listening and have a good and safe next couple weeks.